Ready to relax in your dream bath retreat without the stress of figuring out every detail yourself? At the Home Depot, your bath remodel is covered. Shop fully designed rooms and curated bath collections to go from inspiration to transformation fast. Use digital tools to visualize flooring in your space and find everything you need, from tubs to toilets and all the tile in between, to bring your vision to life. The Home Depot. Dream baths built here.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
Miami's playing a home game for the championship. Do you people have no sense of history of what that means? Miami wins that game, always. You've never seen this. This is Revenga. How in holy hell am I living in a universe where the world has made Miami an overwhelming underdog to win a home game in Miami?
I understand why people are gassing Indiana up. They've been incredible. That stat where Mendoza has 8 touchdowns and 5 incompletions.
And the cheating part, right?
I'm not going there, but Miami's prepared.
Here's the play, Indiana. Cheat this. Revenga. Right behind.
Por el medio.
Right. Ahí mismo.
Revenga por el medio, dale.
Yes, I've heard that. Le Batard whimpering. Run outside, right outside. No. Revenga right up the middle. It's going to be 2nd and 3 all game. Dan's going to complain about the tush push over here, but he's going to love it when those Canes get 8 yards because their offensive line is just throwing Fletcher 8 yards.
I was right about everything. There are 2 teams in this game. They're going to spot the ball, and Mass is going to kick ass.
Yeah!
We've got a very skinny Charles Barkley there. He's half the man that he used to be. He loves himself some hockey. You guys want to show some footage again of Bobrovsky and the goalie fight from last night? Because a couple of times Charles has come down here to watch the Panthers win a championship, and I did not know that our friend had such an interest in hockey. Welcome, Charles. It's been too long since I've seen you.
Hey, man, you never called me and asked me to come on the show. You know I'll come on the show anytime you want me to.
Well, I appreciate that. But when you were in Miami for those Stanley Cup finals, you did not come anywhere near where I was when I was looking for you.
Because they play out in down. Is it Sunrise?
Yeah, it's the Everglades.
Okay. Hey, let me tell you something, man. That was so good last night. I didn't see the hockey fight till after the football game. I love that, Dan. And that, people ask me why I love hockey so much. I say, yo, man, they have a code of honor. You never have to worry about guys out here doing load management. They just want to win the Stanley Cup. Hey, who you kissing back there?
That's Jorge Sedano is consoling.
I
Barkley.
Know Jorge Sedano. I don't call him Jorge because I'm not bilingual.
What's up, Chuck?
What's up, brother? Hey, man, that was a hell of a game last night.
I know. I was there, man. It was a great game. It was tough at the end for the folks down here, though. But yeah,
you had a great year. Can I say you have a great year?
Yes.
Because you know why? Because I don't want all these punk-ass reporters and clowns talking bad about me like they did that lady in Jacksonville who had a moment of humanity. Think about that, Dan. Jacksonville had a great year. They won 4 games last year, and we got so many punks on television and on radio now. Because I don't get into the social media stuff, Dan, I don't do social media. But I started looking, and it was a big story brewing. I'm like, is this woman serious? She's supposed to be a journalist? Have we got to the point now where you just have to be an idiot or a fool or a jackass to be on television or podcast or something now? You can't I can't tell the Hurricanes they had a great season.
You can, but I'm curious, though, how this is going over at ESPN that you continue to call people who work there punks, idiots, fools, and jackasses.
Well, they can fire me. Hey, Dan, I got 7 years left on my contract.
And you said you were retiring.
I am. So, listen, Dan, I'm 100% retired, but if I can do something just a little bit stupid So they have to fire me. They'll have to pay me for the whole 7 years.
That'll be fun to watch. Watch Chuck and the Inside the NBA crew as part of NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC this Saturday, January 24th. The Knicks were booed at home. Were you often or ever booed at home?
Dan, I played in Philadelphia. you know, I tell people, and I don't mean any disrespect to any other fan base, Boston, New York, and Philly, they are different fan bases. They're going to hold you to a high standard. I flicked over to check on that game last night because I was trying to watch the football game, but I wanted to see the Pistons against the Celtics. And then I saw that, wow, they're down 30 at halftime. This is not going to be good. I really didn't know anything about the booing until I was watching SportsCenter later. But damn, if you're down 30 at halftime, which there's never excuse to be down 30 at halftime at home, you deserve to get booed.
How has the season been so far for you and the switch over, Chuck? You guys aren't on as much as I would like to see you because I can't get enough of that show. But you've also said several times, like, they're not going to work me to death. I'm not going to allow it at this age. So how's the transition been for you?
It's been great. And Dan, we've complained. We've only been on ESPN, I think, 4 times in 3 months. We did like the first 2 weeks. We were off all of December to Christmas, and we're off until all of January until the 24th. I don't like that at all. What I was talking about working all the time, because I love watching basketball. I'm not going to do all these damn shows. That's the part. I'm not going to be on ESPN 1, 2, 3, Deportes, Nacho, Echo, whatever they call it. I'm not going to be doing all that. But I wish that we had been on more during the first half of the season. But I just checked the schedule. I think we're on Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday. So they're going to start making up some of the days. But I wish in December, we only worked one day in December, Dan. That was Christmas Day. And we're only working one day in January, basically, and that's the 24th, and I think maybe whatever next Wednesday is. But I wish we had worked more so far, because it's been great. The guys at ESPN have been great. They've been great. But like I say, we'll know more after we get schedule heavy the last half of the season.
Put it on the poll, please, Juju, at Le Batard Show. Are you presently watching ESPN Nacho Echo? Durant has moved past Dirk Nowitzki, 6th on the all-time scoring list. Where do you put him among all-time greats? I thought Chris Whittingham had a great point when he just said this version of Durant, with all of the changing of teams and everything, that the way he chose to do it is the worst possible way that he could have done it for his legacy. If he had given him all the options, the way that he chose to bounce around, this is the worst version of his career that there could have been in terms of legacy impacting, given that he's one of the greatest scorers ever.
Well, I 100% agree with him, because the reason he hadn't been close to being successful. I mean, we had him here in Phoenix. I mean, he lost in the first round in Jersey. And first of all, every basketball person knows this, Dan. You don't go to New York and play for the Nets. You go to New York and play for the damn Knicks. Come on, man. I mean, that's basketball 101. When people say he's going to New York, I'm like, whoa, this is going to be great. He's going to the Knicks. He went to the Nets. That's the first strike. Then he goes to Phoenix, and he loses in the first round 2 years in a row. And now he goes to Houston, and my Phoenix Suns got a better record without him. That's a damning indictment. The Phoenix Suns have the same record basically as the Houston Rockets. Shout out to the coaching staff, Matt Ishbia, the owner, Devin Booker. And let me tell you something, Dylan Brooks, he reminds me of Draymond, Dennis Rodman. Now, they're going to drive you crazy sometimes.
You didn't mind being a villain?
I did not being a villain. I'm talking about a guy who's going to go over the line. I'm talking about a guy you have to have on your team to be successful. You can have all the great players. I've always said this. You can have all the great players you want, but you got to have a crazy person that sets the tone for the team. And let me tell you, what Dylan Brooks is doing for my Phoenix Suns is incredible. Dude, we wasn't even supposed to make the play-in game. And now we having one of our best seasons. So shout out to Dylan Brooks, Devin Booker, and those guys. They're doing a hell of a job.
Do you have a precedent? Can you think of a precedent like the one with Ja Morant, where you've got a guy being advertised as the face of the league, and now you can get him in the discount bin?
That's a great question, but he's in the discount bin because of his own actions, Dan. We as players, we are the stupidest people. When I mean that, I don't mean stupid. I mean, like, it's never our fault. The reason Ja Morant is in the discount aisle, the same reason Trae Young was in the discount aisle, they're self-inflicted wounds. You don't think the Atlanta Hawks wanted to build around Trae Young for 15 years? You don't think the Memphis Grizzlies want to have Ja Morant on their team forever? But it's self-inflicted wounds, because now you got to make business decisions, because these guys make so much money now. You can't pay a guy $60, $70, $80 million and we're going to be mediocre. But all the wounds were self-inflicted. Ja Morant, everything he's did to put himself in a discount aisle is because of his own actions, plain and simple.
Charles, the All-Star Game starters were announced last night, and for the first time, LeBron did not get the votes to be an All-Star starter. So the only way he makes the game now, the coaches have to vote him in. Is it possible the coaches don't vote LeBron an All-Star?
Well, let me say this. I think Adam Silver, who I love and respect, made a huge mistake. Listen, man, quit screwing around with the All-Star game. Make it international against the U.S. All this, you play a team, and all this other stuff. I've been saying for 10 years, the international team against the United States team would be a perfect scenario. The reason they don't want to do it, because the international team would kick our ass. That's exactly why they won't do it. I mean, probably the top 4 or 5 players in the NBA today are international players. But it would be great. We don't have to win. It's kind of like the Olympics. I don't think it'd be the worst thing in the world if the United States didn't win. I think it'd be actually a boom. If another country won, I think it'd be a boom for basketball if another country won. But I think the All-Star game is screwed up. We need to go international against American. Number one, LeBron didn't deserve to make the All-Star team. But let me say this. I think he's close to the end. I think we need to find a way to get him in there. Because let's be honest, it's probably his last All-Star game. But he didn't deserve to make the team. He's not playing like an All-Star. But if this is his last year, I think we need to find a way to get him in the game. I think, I think Adam Silver should go to LeBron and say, hey, man, is this your last year? And then if it is, like, we need to make sure your last year, you're in the All-Star game. Because he's done so much for the game. I told you, he's the 3rd best player I've ever seen play behind Michael and Kobe. He's never really gotten into trouble. I admire him. I respect him. But listen, man, if this is his last year, I hope that they find a way to get him in the game.
People keep asking me about my 2026 resolutions, and yeah, I got the usual stuff. Watch more games, complain about the power play, and pretend like my team's actually going to stay healthy. But this year, the one at the top of my list is simple. Get comfy. That's where Bombas comes in. They bring serious comfort to my everyday essentials. Bombas just dropped their all-new sports socks, engineered for running, golf, hiking, skiing, snowboarding, basically whatever you're pretending you're about to be really into. And I'm trying to stay active this year by playing hockey. I need these socks. It has cushioning where you need it, it's sweat wicking, solid support, no distractions, just comfort. And for the everyday stuff, Bombas footwear has you covered. Sunday slippers for staying in, Friday sandals for quick errands, and the new Saturday suede slip-ons when you want comfort but still need to leave the house. Premium everyday go-tos I don't really think about, which is kind of the point. And for every item you buy, Bombas donates one to someone facing housing insecurity. One bought, one donated. Over 150 million items so far. Head over to bombas.com/DKN and use code DKN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/DKN, code DKN at checkout.
What are you reaching for? If you're a smoker or dipper, you could be reaching for so much more with Zyn nicotine pouches. When you reach for Zyn, you're reaching for 10 satisfying varieties and 2 strengths for a smoke-free and spit-free experience that lets you lean in, for chances to break free from your routine, and a unique nationwide community. Whatever you're reaching for, reach for it with America's #1 nicotine pouch brand. Find your Zyn wherever nicotine products are sold near you. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
All right, kicking things off with Smirnoff, the official vodka sponsor of the NFL and the #1 vodka in the world. Chris Cody, you're here.
Smirnoff!
Wow, you're on the money with Smirnoff.
Smirnoff!
Chris, you know what goes great with Smirnoff?
Smirnoff!
Yes, but I'm really talking about game day fit. The style's got to match the vibe.
Smirnoff!
All right, here's the deal. Game day is everything, and that's exactly why your fit has to match the occasion.
Smirnoff!
Starting this December, Smirnoff is giving fans 21 and over the chance to score limited edition Smirnoff commission merchandise from some of today's top creators, including Kayla Jones, Gavin Matthew, and Aleli May.
Smirnoff!
Here's the kicker. One lucky fan will take home the grand prize, a trip to the biggest game of the offseason. Plus, one fan will win Aleli May's one-of-one game day jacket.
Wow.
The merch will be dropped on select dates from December to January 21, and it's all courtesy of what brand?
Smirnoff!
That's right, Chris. Fans 21 and over can head to Smirnoff Socials to learn how to sign up. And don't forget to grab a bottle of Smirnoff Vodka, number 21 at your local retailer.
Smirnoff!
Please drink responsibly.
Smirnoff!
Number 21 vodka distilled from grain, 40% alcohol by volume. The Smirnoff Company, New York, New York. Please do not share with anybody under legal drinking age.
Smirnoff!
No purchase necessary. Must be legal U.S. resident, 21 or older. Sweepstakes starts 12/15/2025 at 12 a.m. Eastern and ends 1/23/2026 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. See official rules at program website.
Dan Lebatard. All these high-paid analysts, I don't want to mention names, TNT, ESPN, they are dead. They cannot, they're not going to make it, even if they win if they lose in Miami.
I need to calm you down.
That's right. If they lose in Miami, they don't got a chance in Boston. Or they are going to have their ass, in Boston, Stugotz. They were wrong. Are they going to lose their job? No. Are they going to get a cut in pay? No. What are they going to do? Keep predicting what is the obvious. They are going to say, the Nuggets are going to win. Denver, the altitude. And you know what? The Heat are going to win it all. This is the Dan Lebatard Show with the Stugotz.
Are championships the measurement there for you, Charles? Because when you put those 3 guys in that class, I want to put Jokic there. I want to say that Jokic is among the best players that there have ever been in the sport, but the sport is changing so much that I feel like I'm going to say that about Wembanyama in a couple of years.
Well, Dan, first of all, you're 100% correct. Jokic, now, these 3, in my opinion, are outliers. But, Dan, you're not going to tell me you think first of all, Joker's the best player in the world today. You're going to tell me he's been Wilt, Bill Russell, Kareem, Shaq, Hakeem. I said it on the air. We don't appreciate how great he is. We don't appreciate how great he is. But I said, I'm not putting him above Bill Russell, Wilt, Kareem, especially Kareem. When we talk about the greatest ever, Kareem should be in the conversation. But he never gets minutes. Kareem should be in the conversation. But also, as much as I love the Joker, you're not going to put him out there against Shaq and Hakeem, are you? Come on, Dan, stop it. He's the best player in the world today. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, Charles, I know this generational stuff is tough, right? I know it's difficult, but Babe Ruth would have sat there watching 100-mile-an-hour fastballs with that big bat. And at some point, Shaq and Michael Jordan are going to generationally be passed by evolution, are they not? At some point?
Not those guys.
Wembanyama,
Babe Ruth might get passed, but Michael Jordan won the slam dunk competition. So if you're good enough to win the slam dunk competition, you're one of the most athletic guys on the planet. All these guys are athletic. That don't mean that. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, he's not overly athletic, is he? But he's right there with the Joker for the best player in the world. I mean, I love Shea Gilgeous, but you don't say, wow, he's really, really athletic. Kawhi Leonard, the one day a week he plays, you can't tell me he's overly athletic, but he's going to go down as one of the best players ever. So And listen, the only question about Victor is his health. You know, Dan, have we ever, and I hate saying this because it sounds stupid, but it's true. These guys who are that tall, have we ever seen any one of them stay really healthy for like 10 years of excellence? I mean, it's such a freak of nature to be that tall. And I love that kid. I hope he's able to stay healthy because he's a great kid.
How was Wilt able to do it?
Well, I think Wilt was only like, he's close to the Shaq height, like 7 foot, 7'1".
Only?
But this guy's 7'5", 7'6".
Yeah.
But I will say this, and I've said this before. Shaquille O'Neal is the biggest human being I've ever seen in my life. Him being able to play 20 years is one of the greatest accomplishments in sports history. Like me and Kevin McHale used to always say, the first time I met Shaquille, I'm saying, how can a dude that big run that fast and jump that high? But his body to hold up for 20 years, I know at the end he didn't have a lot left, but he had a 10 to 15-year run where he was the most, he could outrun everybody, he could outjump everybody. But man, I hope Victor can stay healthy.
I want to play for you the sound and see if you've gotten any better at saying the name of the two-time NHL champion goalie for the Panthers.
Sergei Bobobka. Well, you know, first of all, let me explain.
Go on.
Hey, Greg Cody, it's good to see you, brother.
Thank you, Charles.
Doing great, Greg.
Thank you. I apologize for laughing at you mispronouncing Bobrovsky.
No, hey, that's no big deal. I'm going to explain to you why. Because, you know, when you're going to do a hit on television, you get to the game early. And I'm on spring break at that time. So I was in the I was already in the Sergei Vodka before I got to Bobrovsky.
Nice.
You know, I had already started drinking before the game, Dan. So I was thinking Bobrovsky and Babaki. So Sergei Bobobka. That's exactly right. I was already in the vodka already. I'm not going to go to a hockey game and not drink, Dan.
Yeah, fair enough. Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Are you going to go to a hockey game and not drink? You're betting the University of Miami and Indiana last night. Did you bet the game, and how much did you win or lose?
I got beat like a drum last night, Dan. And I went, it was a big number, too. Because they tricked me, because I'm going to tell you what I was thinking. And I made 2 bets. I went to the sports book and I called my bookie. So I bet big twice.
Ooh.
So I got my ass kicked twice. I said, man, my Coach Cristobal has done a hell of a job. They got a great defense. Why are they getting 7.5 to 8.5? I think Indiana's going to win the game. But, man, they tricked me into betting on Miami.
On the money line? I mean, you covered, but what you bet Miami to win? You bet Miami on the money line?
No. I took Indiana. Indiana didn't cover.
Okay. So who tricked you? What happened?
The line said take Indiana because they're not going to blow out Miami. You know, it's the same thing. About 3 weeks ago, I says, I think Indiana's better than Alabama, but they're not going to win by more than a touchdown. You know, you're trying to figure all this stuff out. I says, well, I think this is going to be a good game. But why? Because the line dropped from 8.5 to 7.5. Because I played golf yesterday and it was 8.5. By the time I got to the sports book, it was 7.5. I said, oh man, so I overthought it. I should have gave Coach Cristobal more credit. But man, you know what? Hey, that's gambling, brother. That's gambling.
Our crew here is a little confused. Mike and Tony are a little confused by what happened to your bet, and we don't understand why you would need to make 2 bets. Why it is you'd go to the sports book and also call your bookie. Is it because you had drinks while you were playing golf?
Sergei Bobobka? No, because I was really confident that Indiana was going to. Because I said, man, the line should be closer. Because Miami got a hell of a team and they're playing at home. That's what I was thinking. So I just bet twice. I just bet more. So I didn't bet. I bet twice. I just bet more, and I lost more twice. But I did. The line tricked me. I said, man, they died for us to bet on Miami because Miami, to me, they shouldn't have been getting 7.5. I mean, they won all those games. They were playing at home. But they just tricked me, Dan, plain and simple.
It sounds like you're a bad gambler. Who's tricking you? Is your bookie just telling you, no, don't do that? Who's tricking Charles Barkley?
Well, there's no such thing. I tell people there's no such thing as a bad card player because when you go to the casino, if you get good cards, you're a good damn gambler.
Damn right.
I always love when people say, are you a good card player or are you a good gambler? I said, depends on if I win or lose. When the dealer's giving you all these good cards, nobody say, man, you a good gambler. I said, no, the dealer's giving me good cards. And when I call my bookie and I bet when I win, man, I took the right side. When I lose, I took the wrong side. That's gambling, brother.
Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Should your bookie be trying to talk you out of the bet you're trying to make?
Sure?
Charles, true or false? Shaq still cannot name 3 Pistons.
In fairness to Shaq, the Pistons have only been relevant. No, we've been on TV a long time. The Pistons, number one, great win last night. But they only been relevant. That's like that stupid game we play, Who He Play For.
That game's not stupid. That's an awesome game.
I'm not watching bad teams play, man. Listen, the only player I know on the Washington Wizards is damn Trae Young. And CJ's in Atlanta now. The Sacramento Kings, I know DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine and the Murray kid.
Westbrook.
Yeah, I don't watch bad basketball. It makes my head hurt.
So the answer is no. He can't name 3 Pistons.
Oh, let me name something for you, Dan. USF. We just stole y'all coach at Auburn, Coach Gillespie. I'm happy to have him at Auburn.
And the quarterback.
Name me another player for USF, Dan. He's in your damn backyard.
Oh, I watched so many
Dan.
USF games.
I watched so many.
And I'm just
Name a
watching
player.
uniforms.
Okay. So you're watching uniforms. Okay. I know the quarterback and the coach, and I'm really excited about Coach Gillespie. I'm going to tell you something. One of my great people I admire is Derrick. Damn, I forgot his name.
You admire him, though. Chuck.
Yeah, he's good. I love him.
I got it. Derrick Brooks. But I never see Derrick Brooks. But I was down in Tampa at John Cooper's fishing tournament about 2 months ago, and I saw Derrick Brooks, one of the most amazing men I've ever met in my life. He sends me a text when we get Coach Gillespie. He says, y'all got a real one, Chuck. And if I get the seal of approval from Derrick Brooks, I know we got a great coach coming to Auburn, and I cannot wait to support Coach Gillespie.
Charles, Shaq gets mad sometimes on the show, like when you guys are busting balls. Have you ever gotten actually mad?
In a game, he fought Shaq, which is
No, but I'm
crazy.
talking about
on the show.
No, dude. The only problem I ever have with Shaq, and he hates Dan. He hates Dan. Y'all know that, right?
Yep.
We've gotten the vibe.
So Shaq is one of those guys, and it's not a good trait. He can dish it out, but he can't take it. And me, if I'm going to dish it out, I got to be able to take it. So I get mad when people are sensitive. You can't give people junk. First of all, that's the best part about playing any type of team sport, especially the NBA. The bus trips, the plane trip, we ride each other unbelievable. But Shaq can dish it out, but he can't take it. That's his only weakness because he's a really, really good dude, but he can't take criticism.
That's why he hates me. Only because I've said I don't understand why he's so sensitive. He's won at life, and I don't understand. You just said something that's harsher criticism than any I've ever leveled at Shaq.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a criticism. You got to be able to take it if you're going to dish it out. I mean, that's just life 101. You can't just give people a hard time and not be able to take it.
Happy New Year, everybody. 2026 is already getting off to an incredible start because you want to know how I rang in the new year? It was with a bunch of friends in a Dallas hotel lobby bar ordering a bunch of Miller Lights because that's how you do it. That's how you make special memories. Miller Lite has been by my side at many special football memories this year, and hopefully we get to write a few more memories with Miller Lite. Some of my most legendary moments have started that exact same way. A buddy's house, a lobby bar, a game, no big plan. And then you crack open a Miller Lite, you take a sip, and you look around, and you immediately recognize that you made the right call. Legendary moments start with Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
The French dip from Firehouse Subs is here for a limited time. Piled high with premium roast beef, caramelized onions, and melty cheese on a freshly toasted garlic butter roll. Every French dip is served with warm, savory au jus for dipping. This melty French dip is only at Firehouse Subs for a limited time, so head to your nearest Firehouse Subs or order on the app and try the French dip before it's gone. Limited time at participating Firehouse Subs restaurants while supplies last.
Every day at Sierra, you'll find top brand apparel, footwear, and gear for 20 to 60% less than department and specialty store prices. And during clearance time at Sierra, those incredible prices are 40 divided by 2.5, carry the 1, even lower. And when you shop clearance at Sierra, you can save a whole lot more on everything you need to get active and outside. That's a lot of saving. Epic brands, vast selection, teeny tiny prices. That's Sierra. Visit your local Sierra store today or shop online at Sierra.com.
Dan Le Batard.
What is the worst part of the life?
Stugotz.
The worst part of the life of what?
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Do you have a player right now in the league that you've pissed off the most this year? Because you don't mind pissing people off. Is there an active player right now that you that's on your ledger where I really got this guy angry with something I said?
Well, the guy who hates me is probably Kevin Durant, which is fine. I mean, we don't have to be. I don't have to be friends with any of these guys. You know, Kevin Durant's a great player. He's one of the best scorers ever. You know what's really funny? You said that quote from another guy earlier, and he probably gonna tweet at me because I agreed with what he said. But you know, it's so funny. He hits the game winner against the Suns. He's like, "Yeah, I really want to stick it to the Suns. They threw me away." I'm like, "Dude, we traded 10 draft picks. We gave you $60 million a year, and we got swept in the first round of the playoffs. You want us to keep you around? Like what do you expect? We had to reset." I'm like, wait a minute. They didn't throw you away. We traded 5 or 6 number 1 draft picks. Then you wanted Bradley Beal. We went out and got Bradley Beal. We lost in the first round the first year. The next year with you, we got swept. And then this year, we got a better record than the Rockets. And you still mad? What you mad at? Facts? We're better without you. Don't get mad. Those are just facts.
Watch Inside the NBA. It's the best sports studio show there's ever been, and NBA Saturday primetime on ABC. Chuck, it's always great seeing you. You always.
Hey Dan, can I say something before we go?
Yeah, but I know what you're gonna. I know what you're gonna say.
I don't know what he's gonna say.
I know what he's gonna say. Yes.
Dan, I'm not gonna say that anymore. Dan, I just want to say this to you, man. You know, when I first met you, I told you what a big fan I was. And I said, yo, because I do. I think most of the guys just want to get clicks and just want to be in the limelight and say stupid stuff. I said, Dan, I like you. You and Tim, what is it? Call it, y'all?
A lot of respect for him.
Yes.
I said, you two are my favorite guys because I know when y'all say stuff, that don't mean y'all right. Like, I don't think I'm right all the time, but I ain't never going to say anything to get clicks. So anytime you call me, you stole my girl Leah too, which I'm not happy about. Leah Ball, Bruce Pearl's daughter, who's a saint. You stole her from me, but I'll forgive you. But I told you, man, I got so much love and admiration for you and Tim Cowlishaw. But I want to say this about you. The best thing you ever did for me was hooking me up with your mom, man. That lady is a saint. We text back and forth all the time. She always, you know, I used to give Ernie a hard time because white people always texting you pictures of their grandkids like you give a damn. I always used to give Ernie a hard time. I said, Ernie, I know your grandkids are cute. Quit sending me pictures. Now I got grandkids. Ernie called me. He says, the white Charles Barkley, I sent his wife, grandpicture kids, it's the greatest thing ever being a grandpa. But your mom, when I go a week without sending pictures of my 2 grandkids, which is the greatest thing ever happened to me, she sends me a text like, I better get a picture soon. So the best thing you ever did for me, Dan, was hooking me up with your mom. That lady is a saint, and she's going to heaven because of you and that fat old daddy of yours.
There it is. I knew that was coming. You said it wasn't coming, and I knew that was coming. You were going to hammer my fat old dad. And evidently you hooked up with my mom, which is not something I knew. Charles, good to see you. Nice to see you, as always, sir. Good to see that smile, and good to see that you're healthy. You're taking care of yourself. Skinny as I've ever seen you.
Hey, Road.co. Road.co. Go get some Zepbound, all you fat people out there. Road.co, Zepbound.
See you later, Charles. Nice.
I love you guys. Be safe.
Love you too. So Mike Ryan is back there, and he's hiding in the corner. And the guy that we quoted earlier was Chris Whittingham. He was having trouble with some of the names there because your legends and your heroes are aging. And
Tim
that's
Derrick. I forgot his name. One of the great people I admire is Derrick.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the conversation about Derrick. What's his name? But I regret not getting to float my all-star replacement idea to Chaz Barkley, which is, by the way, this U.S. versus the world.
What's the idea?
Who cares? What are the stakes for the world? What does the world care? Let's play for all of us against the strange. Here's what we do. The All-Star Games, all All-Star Games are outmoded. They don't care. Forget it. Instead, one-on-one tournament. Right?
That sucks. Tony, come on.
That sucks.
You wanted to hate that idea?
King of the court
you
with
wanted
40
to hate
guys?
that
Everybody
idea.
seven,
you like it, Tony. You
6'11", 7. Wait,
Let me
you
get
go
Jokic on Anthony Edwards. No.
You
sideways.
You break it up into four categories.
Yep.
You go like 6'11" and above.
Yep.
6'10" to 6'8" and so and on down.
Love
It'd be
it.
great.
No, nobody cares about one-on-one. Here's what you do.
Well, nobody cares about the All-Star game.
Here's what you do. A game of horse. Bring back horse.
All right, it's getting lame.
I'm down.
I like this. Let's see how lame we can make this.
Let's work through this, Greg. How many people are playing? Is it all the All-Stars trying to make the same shot?
It's one-on-one.
Maybe guys just doing the 3-man weave down the court, Tony.
You create a shot. When I played horse, the go-to shot was you stand behind the basket.
And put it over the top.
And put it right over the top.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah.
My dad used to make that shot a lot in horse.
Yeah, you have to.
And then I became better than him, and then it was easy.
This is a great idea, right, Dan?
Thank you.
Yeah, give me Indiana minus 7.5. No, what? You want? I should take Miami? What? I don't know which way to go here.
That seems like a lot of points. I'm gonna take Indiana.
How is Miami getting so many
I'm gonna
points?
lay the points.
Give me the Hoosiers.
It's not a terrible idea, but after that particular game, fix the NBA All-Star Game is not the topic matter that I really wanted.
That was a head-spinning appearance from Charles Barkley, I have to admit.
Tim Kalishaw.
Tiene pinta.
It was a stunner, right? It was a stunner in all regards.
So many Tims.
Jeremy was smiling at the Jimmy Butler highlights.
He was.
We got him.
Jeremy's enjoying the injury.
We got him.
More than anyone here.
That's not what happened.
Super pumped.
That is not what happened at all.
Super pumped.
I'm not super pumped.
You are super happy.
No, I'm not.
You are
Absolutely.
so happy.
Tiger Woods fist bump myself.
That's not what happened.
Tiger on 18 in Augusta. That's what's happening inside.
That's not
I
true.
know it.
You can ask anyone who was in that room last night when I saw. I was not excited.
You are psyched.
That's not true.
It's okay to be psyched about that.
No,
why was it okay to be? No, it's not.
Jeremy, he's a bad guy, and he got what was coming.
He
to
left
him.
a villain.
That's what you think.
He piled his way out of town and left a villain.
I know why you're doing that.
You're a journalist.
You have 3 Emmys. You're on the Heat broadcast. You publicly cannot say that, but I know what's inside of you. Wow. And it is pure, unbridled joy. That Jimmy Butler tore his ACL. You can shake your head all you want.
Show the fist bump.
You can shake your head all you want. 3 years from now, you're going to be like, you were dead on.
Let's show Jeremy's reaction last night to the injury.
It's his fist bump after he did.
I don't think that that's right to do. Mike Ryan has put his name on enjoying that injury, and that's not something that we should be doing.
Right, that's super classless.
You can have that as a private thought. Just don't speak it into a microphone. Keep your honesties to yourself.
No, I didn't.
Keep your
Why'd you do that, Jeremy?
Come on, you're a good guy. You have a good reputation. I mean, not amongst Miami people, but like everyone knows that you have a good heart. You're entitled to be like super pumped about this.
Yeah. Mike and Tua, too honest.
Unlike you, though, Jeremy.
Mike.
We're all pieces of shit inside. Come on, you're pumped.
Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Are we all pieces of feces inside? I think that's almost literal.
Even Jeremy.
Even Jeremy.
Even Jeremy. You can add that to it.
Jeremy really cares about what people think. Trust me,
I
he
do
is
so much. I care so much what people think.
Well, Mike was just informing me before that interview started. He's like, I just can't believe how much a new generation of University of Miami fans hate you. And I'm like, I'm used to this. It's been 30 years I've been doing this with University of Miami fans as people nationally associate me with being too pro-Miami. It's sort of...
but those were older heads, for people in their 20s to be like, F Dan Le Batard. It's pretty shocking what's happened. We need to do some fixing there with your reputation because I
was all over the city trying to make Dan's name great again.
I'm trying to help. The Pell Grant thing, that.
I didn't do the Pell Grant thing.
I know, but that was a reputation for you, and you could always tell the certain Miami Hurricanes fan that is always going to hold that grudge over you.
Lucy, you know about that Pell Grant?
No, but I do have an idea for you. You can just Mark Cuban it and be like, hey, I'm going to give a ton of money to Miami. I'm going to buy you guys a player. Because Mark Cuban did not give any money to Indiana last year, and now he's got this real nice little Indiana.
We paid for Tyler Van Dyke around here. We
got a refund on that. He didn't show up to
I can't believe we did that. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Bad business
Nick
decision.
Saban tried to steal Tyler Van Dyke. That was a thing.
We have been talking here recently about the number of prayers from Mendoza and others that God and Jesus have been getting here recently. And obviously, our show, able to get Andy Garcia at halftime when I requested Cubanissimo last night, also able to get a direct line to the Lord here.
People think being the Lord and Savior is easy work. But this time of year, my entire day is ground to a halt because of playoff football. JC here. It's just impossible to keep track. Look, I have this email from January 7th, 2013. Dear Lord, we've worked tirelessly in your name all season. We're just one game away from our dreams coming true. Please help us keep the Alabama run game in control and emerge healthy and victorious. Love, Manti Te'o, Notre Dame linebacker. I just saw this 6 months ago. Yeah, it's J-Dog. JC. The Redeemer. No, they're both good options. Yeah, no, they're both really good options. It's going to be...
I'm such a big fan. Do you mind if I take a selfie with you, please? No, I can wait.
Hey, I got to run. Yeah, no, another one. I got to stop going outside. I don't know what I'm doing. When it comes to this game...
Hey, Mr. Christ, do you have the results for the championship game already?
With all the extra work these days, sometimes you just need to relax, unwind, and that's how you get to a decision. You really thought I was going to let my boy Fernando lose?
Happy New Year, everybody. 2026 is already getting off to an incredible start because you want to know how I rang in the new year? It was with a bunch of friends in a Dallas hotel lobby bar ordering a bunch of Miller Lights because that's how you do it. That's how you make special memories. Miller Lite has been by my side at many special football memories this year, and hopefully we get to write a few more memories with Miller Lite. Some of my most legendary moments have started that exact same way. A buddy's house, a lobby bar, a game, no big plan. And then you crack open a Miller Lite, you take a sip, and you look around, and you immediately recognize that you made the right call. Legendary moments start with Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.